one's different. It just has a ominous feeling about it.
This one looks like it's a biggie.
Tropical storm Idalia is forecasted to become a Category 3 hurricane when it hits Florida's coast as soon as tomorrow morning. 13 million people are now under a tropical storm or hurricane alert. And joining us now from Bel Air, Florida, to talk about the calm before the storm is Rebecca Castor. Hi, Rebecca. Thanks for being here with us today.
Good morning, Taylor.
Okay, so talk a little bit about, you're on the ground there. What have you seen over the past couple of days on the federal and state level to try to make sure help is standing by to assess the damage and kickstart the recovery once this thing passes through?
Well, Taylor, right now, Florida has at least 5,500 National Guardsmen ready to mobilize immediately following this storm to help with any rescue or recovery efforts. They have those high water vehicles on standby and their helicopters. We also know that President Biden called Florida's Governor Ron DeSantis early yesterday morning, already approving Florida's emergency declaration status and pledging to send FEMA resources to the state.
So the state right now is pushing people to stock up right now or evacuate depending on where they live. What's your experience been in talking to homeowners and businesses right along the coast there? And they may be thinking, you know, we get these warnings every single year.
Exactly, Taylor. So right now, the evacuations that are mandatory are for those homeowners that are living right along the coast or they're in mobile homes. So these are the folks who are used to evacuating during hurricanes. They know the drill. They know whether or not their home could stand up to Category 3 hurricane winds and storm surge. So we're not quite seeing that panic or traffic on the roads as people are already know if they're going to stay or go pretty much by this point.
So last year, Hurricane Ian caused more than $100 billion worth of damage. Some of the areas that saw the worst damage may have thought that they were safe based on early forecasts. What are officials stressing about, like, the unpredictability of how far north or how far south Idalia could actually be when it does make landfall?
Right, so no matter where Idalia actually tracks, dangerous weather conditions are expected across most of the state of Florida. So people need to be prepared for anything. But the major warning this morning is really for the folks who are in Florida's Big Bend area, because this is an area that hasn't really seen a major hurricane like this in the last century. So they're not as used to that up there. And the folks really need to start making those preparations sooner rather than later.
All right, Rebecca Castor reporting live from Bel Air, Florida for us this morning. Thanks, Rebecca.